Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is December the 27th, 2017. Strong hand. This is your home of crypto dividend news, and we have a lot of that today. And yeah, it is 3:28 in the morning on the East Coast. I'm back here in Baltimore. It is cold. I want to go to a warm place again, like right now. But hey, you got to deal with it. And so this is the official December 27th show. Maybe we'll have another one much later in the day. Check out the links below if you want to see the shows of the past, including the one that I did from the airport a few hours ago, whatever it was, back in Tucson. Also, you can get T-shirts, Trezor, Ledger Nano, crypto-hwwallet.com. This shirt's from my buddy in Australia, though. He's sending some more. He said, "Thanks a lot, dudes." Dude, all right. So let's just jump into something that I forgot to mention in the show before. The one I did earlier, the 5-minute show that was about Zclassic. From Monday, this is and Ran. You guys remember Ran? He hosts the CNBC, the cryptocurrency show in South Africa, and he was talking about Bitcoin dominance going down. And we've all heard that before, but I had to reply. And Ran's a good guy. He likes to stir things up a bit, though, and this is what I wrote. He said times are changing. That, since Bitcoin's dominance is going down, times are changing. And I said, times are changing? This same thing happened in the spring during the now forgotten Ethereum hype. The big difference is that the strong-handed, long-term thinkers who did not panic then and fall for the hype are now Bitcoin millionaires. So again, we've been through this before. The people who didn't fall for it last time, who just held on to their Bitcoin, are doing really, really well. So I linked to that below, and that was supposed to be in my last video, but I totally left that out because I go through this, what I read off here pretty fast sometimes. Anyway, we're back at like $16,000 for a Bitcoin right now, I believe. So whatever, you can worry about Bitcoin dominance. You can worry about whatever you want to. Bitcoin is doing just fine and dandy. It's $16,000. If you would have said that during the spring Ethereum pump, people would have said, you're out of your mind. And this is only like 7 months ago. Okay, so something that I forgot from the show that I did earlier, the Zclassic oriented show that I did from the airport, because Zclassic is forking into this Bitcoin Bprivate crypto dividend. This is really big news, and you're not really hearing about it in many other places. I covered it really intensely in that previous video. You got to watch that. And I say some things in that video that I usually don't talk about, and I'm going to say something in this video that I usually don't say either. But it has to be said about this situation. First of all, the thing that I forgot is that this crypto dividend is the first fork with a community already in place from an established altcoin. So they're forming this Bprivate. Now, usually when these crypto dividends are formed, there's no community already. Like when they formed B Gold, it wasn't like there was a magical B Gold community that already existed beforehand. But by forming Bprivate from Zclassic, and then everyone in Bitcoin also getting the Bprivate, you've got an established Zclassic community already there, and that really adds a unique aspect to the possible marketing of it, and just how the word would be spread. I mean, they've already got a community that's going to be hyped because this is taking the place. Bprivate is taking the place of Zclassic. I know it seems a little confusing. You got to check out the links below. You got to check out my previous video. All right. And I know some people are going to say, well, Bitcore had a community. Okay, let's not, it's neither here nor there. Let's not worry about Bitcore right now. Anyway, yeah, check out that link below. And here, I have to say I have to give full transparency here. So I have a lot of Bitcoin. I mean, everyone knows that. And I want more Bitcoin. And I also have Bcash. I have some Bcash left because, I had so much Bitcoin. I got a lot of free Bcash. Anyway, after I made the video earlier today about Zclassic, because in the video I say a couple of things, but after I made the video about Zclassic, I actually used some of my leftover Bcash and I traded it in for Zclassic. So I now have Zclassic. So I have to put that out there right now. And it has surged so much today that I've already covered some of the initial expenses, if you want to say that. Yeah. Anyway, I can afford to be a speculator, okay? In that sense. I said in the previous video that this is a good speculation. Now, when I call something a speculation, it's something that if you have a lot of Bitcoin already, or if you have a lot of money, not Bitcoin, because I didn't use Bitcoin on this, I used Bcash on this, okay? But if you're well off in the cryptocurrency world, or you're just a well-off person, and you can afford to lose everything that you put into a speculation, well, this is a good speculation because this Zclassic could go up by quite a lot. And in the video earlier today, I go over the logical reasons why it could go up, because this is a crypto dividend. This is it's a very unique situation here. So again, the goal is to get more Bitcoin from crypto dividends. That has always been my goal. This is a detour on that road because, again, I got the free Bcash, but I have now turned the Bcash, instead of directly turning some of my Bcash into Bitcoin, I have turned some of it into Zclassic, which I will then turn into Bitcoin eventually. And hey, it might not work out. There's definitely a risk. So do not try this at home. But again, if you are, I mean, I'm in a different situation than a lot of people, but I do have to put that out there because I have a lot of Bitcoin. I mean, this is known. And I'm trying to get more. You never stop trying to get more. Pound that like button. Always try to increase value your wealth in Bitcoin. So yeah, I'll keep everybody updated on this Zclassic situation, which is really a Bprivate situation. And again, people want free crypto dividends. Okay. Bprivate is an interesting crypto dividend. You got to admit it. You can buy one Bitcoin and get one free Bprivate, or you can buy one Zclassic and get one free Bprivate. So again, and this is if they go through with the fork too, because there's risk. Maybe they won't go through with the fork. We have seen, there's a lot of big talkers out there in the crypto dividend space, and only BGold and Bcash have done it so far. But anyway, so you have those two options of how are you going to get your one Bprivate? Which route will most people likely choose? Okay, they're not going to buy a whole Bitcoin to get a Bprivate. They'll be like, what the heck? I want a free Bitcoin crypto dividend. Why don't I just buy this Zclassic thingamajig? And it's really cheap right now. It's $20, $10. It was $10 earlier today. Then I got the $30, which is again amazing. Anyway, Zclassic is the shortcut to getting a Bitcoin crypto dividend. Also, keep in mind that there are only 1.8 million Zclassics in existence. Okay, so if there's only 1.8 million Zclassics and people all of a sudden want to get this crypto dividend that's coming from it, well, there are not that many Zclassics to buy. we're a supply and a demand thing here. Another thing to take into account is that Zclassic is basically just Zcash, okay? I'm not going to get into the details. Zcash sells for $571 right now. Crypto dividends of Bitcoin, these theorized ones that people are talking about, all these cheap Chinese knockoffs, they make fun of them because they're all coming from China. Well, if you look at the futures markets for all of the proposed ones out there, all of them are over 1% of a Bitcoin in the futures market. So we're talking $160 here. So I mean, I'm throwing out all these numbers because this Bprivate, I mean, it could be $160, it could be $571, it could be a lot more than Zclassic is right now. So that is why I think this is an interesting speculation, why I think people are buying Zclassic right now, because it's 15 bucks and they're going to be able to get something for free that might be $160 or might be more than that. And again, the Zclassic developers are saying that Bprivate is a replacement of Zclassic. It's a replacement of Zclassic. Okay, and so it has, and Zclassic already has a purpose. Okay, Zclassic, so Bprivate isn't just being made up like, Super BTC. What is the purpose of Super BTC? I mean, it might do well for all I know, but what's really is they give all these little gimmicks. Well, Bprivate is the replacement of Zclassic, which uses all this Zcash technology. All right, so link to below is the Bprivate Reddit also that just came out. That's enough of my Bprivate crypto dividend Zclassic talk for tonight. Do what you're going to do. I had to lay it all out there on the table. Obviously, I think this is a really, really interesting concept, what Rhett is doing over there with Zclassic. Obviously, I think it's very intriguing. If this works out, if they're able to fork it, if Zclassic holders and Bitcoin holders are able to get this Bprivate, then you're going to see all these other altcoins that currently exist try to get forked onto Bitcoin. And I go over that in the other video. I am tired now. I can't get into all this other stuff again. And I know this is difficult to understand if you're a beginner, and I am not that clear. I give links below this video and links below the previous video that really explain this a lot better than I can. All right, pound that like button though. And check out the link section below. Follow me on Twitter. I have been giving awesome crypto dividend updates all day, even though I was in the Dallas airport, even though I was in the Tucson airport. I've been giving you great updates as much as possible. And there is Rhodium sent me an update. That guy is awesome. I linked to him below again. He says, "Hello, Adam. We have updated our website. We have taken your concerns into consideration. Be clear that people need to save the signature, making the entire process of getting coins clear." Well, thank you for taking my suggestion. And check that Rhodium out below. They're doing the airdrop thing like Bitcore did. Okay. Also, in the so there are these new sites out there. BTCdiv.com, bitcoinforks.io, and another one. I linked to them all below. The third one actually links to Litecoin for crypto dividends also. Again, now these three sites that I just listed, they're organized pretty well. You can look up crypto dividends on them. Some of them still have joke crypto dividends on them, but it's an expansion. It's going to help you guys know what is out there. I can't say these sites are perfect, but it gives some organization. And a lot of people have asked me, Adam, send me a site that just tells me what's out there. Well, go to these three ones and the other one that I always link to below, and just try to figure it out for yourself. Some of them look interesting. There's obviously new ones. I'll mention one of them in a second that I just found out about. And again, it's a very, all of these people are, it's a nice try. They're trying to organize things. Again, some jokes like Bitcoin uranium, uranium snuck in there still. So these sites aren't perfect, but they do have Bitcoin crypto dividends on them, Ethereum crypto dividends on them. And then this Litecoin, I mean, I don't even know if these Litecoin crypto dividends are true, but check out the link section below. Check out those links. And yeah, have a strong hand, people. We're almost back to 16,000. I mean, we are back to 16,000, or I don't know. I hope you didn't panic and sell your Bitcoin. That would be terrible. You should have learned your lesson by now. Okay, so speaking of Ethereum crypto dividends, one of the people behind BGold got in touch with me, and now there's going to be an Ether Gold. So check out ethergold.gold, and that is linked to below. Hey, he did well with BGold. Maybe this Ether Gold is going to be a big, and so we had heard rumors the BGold people were going to be behind an Ethereum crypto dividend. Well, now there you go. It's called Ether Gold. It's in the early stages. It is not live yet, but there, and Ether Gold actually was not listed on any of those sites that I just linked to below that I just mentioned. So maybe it will be now. All right, so 2x. There might be two 2x's out there now. You might remember there was a dude, he was like the 2M 2x guy. Well, I linked to him again. He's been talking to me again, to me again. He says he needs 2 to 3 full-time PR guys. So, hey, if you're like a marketing dude, contact him at Twitter. It's Bitcoin 2M. That's who he is on Twitter. He says he's still doing his version of 2x, a friendly fork of 2x. And then we have these other Segwit 2x friendly forkers who I mentioned the other day, who everyone's talking about right now, because on the coin market cap futures market, it's listed like at 6% of a Bitcoin. Also, I noticed these 2x people, they are B2X-Segwit.io. They are advertising on sites. They have banner ads. Okay, so I don't know if any of this is going to actually happen or not, but these dudes that are valued at 6% on the futures market, they've got something going on because they're putting banner ads out there. All right, so then there's another one that I just heard of today. My buddy in Argentina, where I might be soon, you never know. He informed me of Adam, not like my name Adam, but like ATOM. But I like the name. It sounds like my first name a little bit. And they have a tweet that's out there, and I retweeted it. I linked to it below. They've got something going on with Coinami. Like, I think you're going to be able to extract from Coinami your Atom. That's pretty wild if it's, and Coinami actually tweeted this out. I think it was the real Coinami Twitter account. It's linked to it below. Hey, man, we got all sorts of things going on. So crypto dividends, I predicted it back in August. This was going to be a huge thing. It's definitely taken on a life of its own beyond altcoins. Again, these are all altcoins. I'm not saying in the end of the day, there's only one Bitcoin, okay, people? Zclassic and altcoin. Bprivate and altcoin. Atom an altcoin. But these are all things we can get for free and convert them into Bitcoin. And that is the goal here. All right, so yeah, Bitcoin is where the big boys play. That's the end of the Bitcoin cryptocurrency part of this show. I did want to say I linked to below the song Hush by Deep Purple. That is an awesome song from like 50 years ago almost now, I guess. So I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. Pound that like button. I'll say hello to everyone in the chat, and do check out the videos, the few recent videos I've done in the last couple of days. They're very interesting. They're linked to below. Bye-bye.